Have you ever sat at your desk in an accounting practice and thought, I could do this better myself? Same, firstly. And secondly, that whisper, that spark inside you is where every great accounting firm begins. Today, I want to walk you through exactly how to start your own accounting firm in the UK. Not in a boring textbook way, but in a way that makes sense, that feels doable, and that sets you up to scale from day one. From someone who has done it. From someone who sat at their desk thinking I could do this differently, and I feel like I have blinked and now I own a multi-seven-figure firm. So the first step is deciding your structure. Will you set up as a sole trader or will you incorporate as a limited company? There isn't necessarily a one-size-fits-all answer, but what matters most is that you make the decision. Again, we'll be super used to advising our clients on the sole trader versus limited company situation. And so take yourself through that process and then get registered. Get your professional body in place if that applies to you, and make sure that your insurance is completely sorted. Compliance might feel like a box-ticking exercise and definitely isn't the sexy stuff, but it's actually the foundation of everything. You can't build a strong business on a shaky structure, so it's really important to do compliance as step one. The second step is where we move more into the exciting business stuff, and this is around nailing your niche and your service offering. And I don't just mean saying, I do tax and accounts. I want you to ask yourself, who do you want to serve? Because the truth is, if you try to appeal to everybody, you appeal to no one. There's quite an old-fashioned saying that says the riches are really in the niches. And I think it took me a long time to work out that in 2025 or 2026 and beyond, a niche doesn't have to look as stereotypical as we might have previously thought. And so within my accounting firm, our niche is actually our values. It's the way we make clients feel about their finances. And so even using that as an example, even if you don't narrow completely, at least be very intentional with who you are saying yes to. Maybe you love working with creatives. Maybe you love working in the construction industry. Maybe you want to work with scaling limited companies. Whatever it is, it's really important to lean in now to the work that you love. Step 3 is pricing for profit from day one. This is something that I did on day one, and it's where I see so many people go wrong. They look at what their competitors are charging and they copy it. Or even worse, they charge even less. You are not here to undercut your way to success. Again, as accountants, we are giving this advice to our clients, but sometimes we really struggle to take it for ourselves. So it's important that you take a moment here to build a business model that supports your lifestyle and your goals. Understand your costs, understand your profit margins, and price in a way that makes growth profitable. I have built a playbook for pricing with profitability built in from day one. I call it the Profitability Playbook, and I'll make sure there's a link in the description to this video with a very special YouTube discount code just for you guys. Step 4 is systems, and listen to me on this. If you start with systems from your very first client, you are going to have an incredibly scalable business. Use cloud software, set up strong workflows, and build in automation. Because if you leave this until later, you will find yourself drowning in chaos, trying to retrofit processes into a business that is already moving. Future you, and take it from me, future you will thank you for putting the foundations in early. And step 5 is your first client. So many people overthink this step. They imagine that there is some secret trick. And the truth is, your first clients almost always come from your existing network. Tell people what you're doing. Show up online. Share value consistently. And remember this: confidence sells. And people do not buy your service. They buy your certainty. And here is the part I want you to hear the most of this entire video. You are not just starting a firm. You are starting to build your own freedom. You are building a legacy for yourself. And the only difference between where you are today and where you want to be is taking the first step. You are already so much more ready than you already think you are. If this video has fired you up and you feel like you're finally in the right place, I want you to go deeper. I host the Practice Owners podcast, where every single week I share the raw truth of running and scaling an accounting firm. The wins, the challenges, and the things that no one tells you. And because you found me here on YouTube, I've set you up with a 7-day free trial with a special YouTube code. You'll find the link in this video's show notes, so go and grab it, and let's take the first step to starting your accounting firm together today.